Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome. If you're new, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. So I already prepped my nails and applied my peel off base coat and my nail tips because I didn't want this video to be too long. So I am just filing the surface of the nails with my sanding band to remove the shine. And now I'm just going to be applying my sunscreen because my hand is going to be in the lamp often. So I just want to protect my skin. So I'm just applying the sunscreen to my hand. Now I'm going to apply my gel base coat and cure that for 30 seconds. I'm using rubbing alcohol as my sip solution. And I'm going to be using a Siesta, which is this nude polygel from Makartt. If you'd like to purchase anything from Makartt, you can use my code to get a discount. It will be listed in the description below with a link and also on the screen. Now starting on the pinky nail, I apply a small bead of the Siesta polygel and I'm just going to be forming that to create a French nail. We are doing a French smile line right here. So I'm just patting the polygel around the cuticle area and making sure that it fits nicely and flush into the cuticle area. We don't want a thick layer of polygel at the cuticle area. It needs to be flush with the cuticles and it needs to be very thin around the cuticle area so it looks like it's growing out of your nail kind of. So yes, I'm doing that and then I just form the smile line right here. So I pull the polygel down the nail to wherever I want the smile line to stop and just make an oval. It's basically like making an oval with the polygel and pulling the polygel to wherever you want your smile line to be. So yeah, I'm just doing that and forming the smile line and just making sure that it looks good and it looks neat. So I don't have much filing to do. Although I would have to file, it wouldn't be as much. So I'm trying to limit the amount of time I would be filing the smile line. So I cured that for 30 seconds and by the way, that first layer it wasn't thick, but it was thin. It was manageable for me. So you need to ensure that your first layer is manageable. And then on your second layer, you could go a little bigger. So on this second layer, I apply another bead of the Siesta polygel just to build the smile line a bit. So I'm doing that and basically doing the same thing that I did before. And when I am satisfied, I would cure that for 30 seconds. And one thing I like to do is look at the nail from a bird's eye view, just to make sure that the polygel is even throughout the nail, and I just look at it from the side as well. And when I'm satisfied with how it looks, I would cure that for 30 seconds. So I like to look at the nail from all angles. That ensures that, you know, the nail looks good and it's well structured. So when it's time for filing, you don't spend a lot of time filing. So moving on to the index nail, I'm going to be doing the same thing. So I just placed a bead of the Siesta polygel. I evenly distributed at the cuticle area, and then I pulled the polygel down the nail just to make that oval shape to wherever I want the smile line to be. So I wanted a long-ish nail bed for my smile line, so that's why I'm pulling it down a bit, and I make sure to measure it to the length of the one that I did on the pinky nail so that it's kind of even. So yeah, I'm doing that and forming it into an oval shape. And this bead of polygel is very manageable for me. It's not too big and I like that, so it's manageable right now, and that's what I wanted, a manageable bead of polygel to start the first layer. And when I cure this, I could go a little bigger with the bead of polygel just to build the nail bed area and the apex, which is basically the same thing. So this area here that I'm doing is the nail bed, and it's also considered building the apex to a point, because when you're doing French nails, this area needs to be a bit thicker in order to file it properly. So yeah, I cured the first layer and I'm going in with the second layer right now, and I'm just blending the second layer into the first layer and making sure that it looks good and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna let this part play out, and I'll be back if I have anything else to say. So from the side there, the nail was looking kind of wonky, so I had to pull some of the polygel back closer to the cuticle area just to get that nice kind of transition from the cuticle into the apex and then down the nail. So it kind of creates a hump. So we start at the cuticle and we go up and make a hump and then go down the nail a bit. It doesn't make sense when I'm saying it, but you have to see it to understand it. So it makes kind of a hump. It was looking weird before, but it looks a little better now as I pushed some polygel back. So that's why it's always best to look at the polygel from all angles. So now I'm looking at the nail right here from a bird's eye view, and as you all just saw there was a lot of polygel on the right hand side and then not much on the left. It was kind of lopsided, so I had to pat the polygel towards the left hand side of the nail so that it looks a lot better and a lot more even. So yeah, I hope you all noticed what I was doing there and how it looked. So yeah, that's why you have to look at your nails from all angles, just so that you know how the nail is going to look before you cure it. Because if I had left it like that and cured it, I would have so much filing to do. So it's a good thing I like to do that. And I'm just using rubbing alcohol on both nails to remove the tacky layer, and then I began filing the nails to get that crisp smile line that I wanted, and that didn't take long at all to do. Also, I made sure to cover my slip solution with a paper towel because I didn't want any dust getting inside of it. So yeah, that's why I moved the slip solution and I made sure to cover it. So yeah, I'm just going to be filing the nails right here. So I'm just going to let this part play out and I'll be back shortly. Now I'm just using rubbing alcohol to remove all of the dust. Now I'm going to be using this yellow polygel, which is also from Makartt. It is called Glow Yellow, and this is a glow in the dark polygel. So I start by applying a bead of the polygel to the middle nail, and then I just evenly distributed that. I go around the cuticle area, making sure that the polygel is very thin around that area and flush. And then I just distribute the polygel around the tip area and all of that. So this polygel is kind of stiff. It's not that great to work with, to be honest. It's very stiff. I know Makartt polygels are stiff, but this one is stiff on another level. It was not that easy to work with, especially when I was trying to blend the polygel and stuff like that. But it was manageable, but it was stiffer than other Makartt polygels. But I made it work. It is doable. I just thought I would mention that. So yeah, I'm just distributing the polygel right here on the middle nail, making sure that it covers the whole middle nail. And I'm trying to pull the polygel down, and as you can see, it's very stiff. Trying to pull it down the nail is not that easy, and I had to be kind of gentle with the nail because I do have on my own peel off base coat, so I don't want it to pop off, but then I still have to apply a lot of pressure to move the polygel. So yeah, that was happening, and I just flipped my finger over, and I'm just making sure to maintain the shape of the nail by allowing the polygel to stay inside of the nail tip. And yeah, I'm just doing that, and when I'm satisfied with how it looks, I would cure that for 30 seconds. Now moving on to the ring nail, I'm going to be applying a bead of the yellow polygel to the tip area only. So I just placed the bead, and then I'm just going to be distributing it at the tip area only. So I faded the polygel into the nail tip because I don't want that harsh line of demarcation. It's always good to do it like that. So I cured that for 30 seconds, and then I applied another bead of the yellow polygel because it wasn't opaque enough for me, and I'm just going to be doing the same thing and curing that for 30 seconds. And I did the thumbnail off camera. Now I'm going to be using a Siesta again. So on the ring nail, I applied a bead of the Siesta polygel because I'm going to be doing an ombre nail. So I just applied the bead of Siesta polygel to the nail bed area, and then I evenly distributed that around the cuticle area and made sure that it fits nicely around that area as usual. And I always clean around the cuticle area because I don't want to flood the cuticle area. I don't want any polygel on my skin, so I try my best to clean around the cuticle area, and then I bring the polygel up the nail a bit to wherever I want my ombre to be, and I make sure that it is a straight line across the nail. I like to start my ombre like that, and when I'm ready I would fade the polygel into the yellow polygel and cure that for 30 seconds. onto the thumbnail, I am doing the same thing. So I'm just going to let this part play out and I'll be back shortly. By the way, I do think I cured my thumbnail for 60 to 120 seconds because of the position of the thumb and because I'm using a nude polygel, which is considered a dark polygel. It would take longer for the polygel to cure fully, so I would recommend curing your thumbnail for 60 to 120 seconds when you're using dark colors. Now I'm going to be encapsulating the ombre nails with Makartt clear polygel, and the reason I am encapsulating those nails right now is because I'm going to be using glitter on some of those nails, and if I don't encapsulate the ombre nails right now, there is a high possibility that glitter will get on those nails, and then I would only see the glitter when the nails are finished encapsulating, and I don't want that to happen. So I make sure to encapsulate the ombre nails right now so glitter wouldn't get anywhere inside of those nails. And I cured the nails for 30 seconds. So I just use rubbing alcohol to remove the tacky layer from the ombre nails. And now I'm going to be applying the yellow polygel to the tip area of the index nail, and then I evenly distribute that at the tip area. And the polygel was, as I said before, a tad bit stiff, so it wasn't that easy to move around at the tip area, but I made it work. So yeah, when I was satisfied with how my nail was looking, I would cure that for 30 seconds. And I did the same for my pinky nail. So now I'm going to be using some glitter on the nails. I'm going to be using that yellow glitter. I thought I wanted to use the white iridescent glitter that I have right here, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So I'm going to start with using the iridescent white glitter first so that you all can see. I was kind of experimenting here. I really wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. So I start by applying my gel base coat to the tip area of the pinky nail. And with the iridescent white glitter, there is this multicolor shimmer to it. With the yellow, there is only one kind of shimmer to it, but with the white, there is a multicolored shimmer. So I thought I would apply some of the white glitter first and then add some of the yellow just to get the shimmer from the white but the color from the yellow. And I didn't like how it was looking. It was looking horrible. So I decided to wipe that off and just use the yellow glitter on the nail, and it looked so good. So yeah, I'm just applying the gel base coat to the tip area of the pinky nail, and then I poured the yellow glitter. And it looked so much better. So I'm going to place some of the gel base coat on my nail palette, and I'm also going to be using a nail art brush to get to the side of the nail right there to apply some of the gel base coat, and then I would pour some of the glitter and cure that for 30 seconds. Now moving on to the middle nail, I apply a layer of gel base coat, and then I'm going to be pouring the yellow glitter on this nail as well and curing that for 30 seconds. Now on to the index nail. I'm going to be doing the same thing, so I'm just going to let this part play out and I'll be back shortly. So as you all can recall, I had some white glitter in this tray as well. So when I tried to scoop it up, I scooped up some of the white glitter as well, and I didn't want any white glitter on the nail. So yeah, I just wiped that off and then I poured the yellow glitter on the nail and cured for 30 seconds. And I did pour all of the glitter in the tray into the yellow glitter container. I don't mind that there is white glitter in there as well. It would eventually mix in with the yellow. There wasn't much white glitter anyway in the tray, so that's why I didn't mind pouring all of it back into the yellow glitter container. So I'm going to be encapsulating the glitter nails right now. One thing I should have done, especially on the index nail and the pinky nail, was apply gel base coat to seal in the glitter so that they don't move, because when I'm encapsulating the nails, the glitters were moving and they were going on top of the nude area, and I didn't want any of the glitters to be on the nude area. So one thing y'all should do is apply gel base coat to the tip area of the index nail and the pinky nail and cure that for 30 seconds if you'll decide to do this nail design, and then apply your clear polygel to the tip area of the nail to encapsulate the glitters. So this is after encapsulating all of the nails, and I'm just showing a side view so that you all can see how the nail looks from the side. And then I'm just going to be applying rubbing alcohol to remove the tacky layer, and then I filed the nails off camera. So this is after filing of the nails. Now I'm going to be top coating all of the nails except the ring nail and curing for 30 seconds. And by the way, I did remove all of the nails and filed the nails because I wanted that crisp pointy nail. I couldn't do that with them on my nails because I have on the peel base. They would have eventually popped off, so I decided to remove the nails and filed them really good so that I can get that pointy stiletto nail, and then I stuck them back on my nail tip. So if y'all see the underside of the nail looks a bit white, it's because I used glue to stick them back on my nail. So yeah, just thought I would mention that because I'm sure y'all will be able to see some white residue under my nail. That's just glue. So yeah, I cured the nails for 30 seconds. And I'm going to be using some rhinestones on the nail, on the ring nail. So I just placed a layer of Model 1's gel glue on the ring nail. And then the gel top coat. And before curing that, I'm going to be applying some rhinestones to the ring nail and curing that for 30 seconds. I did the same thing on the thumbnail, but I really wasn't sure if I wanted to do it on the thumbnail, so I did it off camera. And let me know what you think about my rhinestone placement, because I think I do the same thing almost every time when I do rhinestone placement. I'm not that good with doing rhinestone placement, so I mostly do the same thing all the time and it looks okay to me. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about it. So now I am applying my cuticle oil to rehydrate my skin and nails. And this is the finished look. This is my ombre and French yellow glow in the dark nail design using Makartt polygels. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. And as I said before, these nails glow in the dark, so stay tuned for the glow. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.